After Steven finds Butters in a compromising position with Cartman, he jumps to the conclusion that his son is bi-curious.
You're not gonna put something icky in my mouth, are ya?
This ain't a trick, is it? You're not gonna stick something yicky in my mouth, are you?
I swear on my mother's life, Butters, I'm not going to stick anything yicky in your mouth.
Prima donna, enchant us once again.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here, welcome back. If you've not been here, my name is Jojo, as you can see from the channel name down below. We're going to be reacting to some more Watch Mojo, or as one of you guys called it, Watch Jojo. So I'm taking that, copyright. But yeah, top 20 times South Park tackled serious issues. Obviously South Park tackled so many serious issues. It's all about the satire, it's all about just, you know, being a crazy show and making fun of everyone, including themselves, and that's what we love about the show. So I'm really excited to see and to be taken down memory lane. Let's see if we remember this episodes. Yeah, let's just get down to the video.
I did manage to get the FDA to officially change the word feel.
Maybe you should stop watching the news for a little bit.
I'm telling you guys, it's wrong. It's wrong!
But if I don't give myself up to a higher power, this disease is gonna kill me dead.
Oh,
For this list, we're looking at instances where South Park went there, boldly tackling hot-button topics most shows wouldn't dare touch. Starving children in Ethiopia. Even as early as season 1, South Park was addressing issues rarely explored in the TV animation landscape. Sees the boys befriend an Ethiopian boy, Cartman dubs Starvin' Marvin, who is mistakenly delivered to America.
Maybe they took it literally when we said we wanted to adopt a kid.
While much of the episode is dedicated to making fun of Sally Struthers, which admittedly has not aged great, it does...
Who is Sally Struthers and what does she do? Don't know any controversy about her, don't know her, so let me know in the comment section.
Explore an issue that hasn't lost relevance. The indifference and obliviousness many first world nations have towards the less fortunate.
Yes,
this is naturally epitomized through the insensitive Cartman, who is given just a small taste of what Marvin has experienced upon being sent to Ethiopia in his place.
I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry I mocked poor people.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry I wasn't more sensitive. Please. Please, God.
Marvin may not find the compassion he deserves on Earth, but he does find it on planet Marklar in season 3. Number 19, George Zimmerman. In 2013, George Zimmerman was found not guilty for his involvement in the death of Trayvon Martin, a 17-year-old African-American. The verdict enraged many around the country and remains contested even years later. In a World War Z parody, Cartman fears how Token will react.
Haven't watched World War Z, so I don't know, I didn't get the parody part of it, but I think we reacted to a small part of this episode where someone in the comment section told me that it was a parody of that, but the part when Cartman made a like red circle around himself with spray paint and then shot Token when he entered the circle. No.
He was on my ground. You all saw that, right? Everything inside the red line is mine.
Cartman. Everything inside the red line. No.
Inside the red line is that's my ground. He was on it.
But other than that, I don't know anything about World War Z. I didn't follow the Zimmerman case very closely. I just know the basics. I thought this was a dream. It looks like a dream. The fact that Cartman has a family. Anyway.
We had nothing to do with it. I know you're pissed off talking about me.
Was there something about Brad Pitt? Or am I tripping? I feel like there's something to do with Brad Pitt.
Cartman fears how Token will react.
Token, we had nothing to do with it. I know you're pissed off talking about me. Be reasonable.
It's Cartman who ends up taking extreme measures, though, all while making the situation about himself. This results in Cartman getting shot by Zimmerman, which isn't treated as a punishable offense until the authorities realize the victim is white.
Wait, what? Guilty!
There's a lot of gray territory in the stand your ground law.
Oh, that was good. He was white. Guilty. That's a good one. I love South Park so much. How does it satirize such serious issues? And it's always so up to date, you know? It's always like what's going on in society. Like that's what they make fun of. It's just genius. Trey Parker, Matt Stone, hats off as usual.
Isn't treated as a punishable offense,
Let's
and this
run that
ends
back.
up taking extreme measures, though, all while
He
making
got
the situation
killed.
about himself.
Do you want me to react to the full episode of this, by the way? It looks interesting and I don't really recall much from it, so let me know in the comment section if that's something you're interested in.
This results in Cartman getting shot by Zimmerman, which isn't treated as a punishable offense until the authorities realize the
He's
victim is
white.
white.
Wait, what? Guilty!
There's a lot of gray territory in the stand your ground law. Watching this episode, we see how it's often treated as a one-way street. While Cartman learns nothing, the audience can identify with
Yes,
the
this is
episode's
the scene.
representation of a flawed justice system. Number 18, Therapy. After Steven finds Butters in a compromising position with Cartman, he jumps to the conclusion that his son is bi-curious.
You're not gonna put something icky in my mouth, are ya?
Hey, wait a minute. This ain't a trick, is it? You're not gonna stick something yicky in my mouth, are you?
I swear on my mother's life, Butters, I'm not going to stick anything yicky in your mouth.
Okay.
Do you remember that? Poor Butters. He was taken to gay conversion therapy camp or something. Oh, that was crazy.
Butters in a compromising position with Cartman, he jumps to the conclusion that his son is bi-curious.
Is that true,
I'm
son?
curious.
Are you feeling confused?
Yeah, I'm pretty confused, alright.
Oh, he was
You see?
confused about the
Although it's just a
situation.
big misunderstanding, Steven decides to send Butters to a conversion therapy camp. Despite all the talk about being a bi-curious, nobody explains to Butter what this means.
What this means.
In any case, Butters doesn't see why he or any of the other boys at the camp should feel ashamed about it. One kid named Bradley feels so ashamed.
Are you bi-curious too?
Yeah, well, hopefully when we finish writing all these verses, we won't be bi-curious no more, and then we can go home.
Why he or any of the other boys at the camp should feel ashamed about it. One kid named Bradley feels so ashamed that he nearly jumps to his demise. After hearing some honest words from Butters, Bradley finds that he's not confused. It's everyone who says he's confused that doesn't understand. By the end, Butters still...
I don't remember the end of this episode, so this is surprising to me. I just remember the little clips I've watched, I think, from previous reactions. Okay, also I'm pausing a lot because I want to avoid copyright, so please excuse that.
He is proud to be himself.
Well, Butters, I guess we might as well go home. Looks like you're never gonna change.
No, I like being bi-curious.
Aww.
Well, you know something? So do I.
Wait, now I am confused.
Wait, what? The dad said that. Is the dad also bisexual? Let me know in the comment section, please, if you know.
Number
That's
17,
crazy.
self and body image. It's what's on the inside that matters
the
most, and we're
Photoshop
all beautiful in our own
episode.
way. This is a message we often hear, but people don't always live by it.
Wendy, why is it such a big deal? Because people should be okay with the way they look.
When every girl in school receives a new photoshopped look,
Yeah.
Wendy takes a stand against how the media portrays physical attractiveness. In a more conventional show, Wendy would teach everyone a valuable lesson about body and self-image.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
She's
It's
pretty.
hot.
That's how people like Kim Kardashian destroy the self-image of little girls everywhere.
Instead, she ultimately accepts the notice that Photoshop gives some people
Oh, Kanye
confidence.
was in this
The
situation?
ending is one of the show's saddest, as Wendy conforms and
And
photoshops an
photoshops
image of herself.
herself, yeah.
Wendy struggles to hold back her tears as she betrays her ethics, leaving us all to contemplate what we'd do in her position.
That was crazy. Wendy, the Photoshop episode. I think Butters had said that his girlfriend is Kim Kardashian or something. He had a poster of Kim and he said he wants his woman like that. That's how the episode started.
I'm sorry, Wendy, but I have a different standard when it comes to my women. I want a woman who takes care of herself and no splotches on her legs and perfect everything.
This is a fantasy, you moron! You ever heard of Photoshop?
But yeah, that is the truth. I liked the compilation, the montage when they were working out and there was Work Bitch by Britney Spears. You better work, bitch. Do 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 do.
You better work, bitch.
Better work out, slut.
You better work, bitch. You want a hot body?
We're actually just toning their bodies through their Photoshop. That was really genius. I liked how they put that. That was interesting. Anyway.
Number 16, desensitization to violence. It seems like every week there's another report on the news about an unspeakable act of violence that's taken place.
Why are you all acting like this is normal? What is wrong with you people?
School shootings.
What's up, mom's ass?
Violence has become so prevalent in our modern world that a lot of people shrug these reports off as if there's nothing we can do to prevent further chaos. Sharon is the only adult who's outraged following a catastrophe at
Randy was crying about his wife because he thought she was PMSing, but she's the one who has the right to be angry, but Randy is now the victim of all that. That was crazy. It looked like there was a lot of gaslighting in it, and everyone in the town was participating.
We have to ask ourselves why this is happening.
It's not really as simple as just... What I'm saying is that with issues like this... Crazy?
Do you understand that our children are being murdered at our children's school?
Crazy red time. I agree with my wife.
Sharon is the only adult who's outraged following a catastrophe at school. As everyone else downplays the ongoing mayhem, Sharon feels as if she's surrounded by emotionless pod people.
Stop acting like there's something wrong with me! Something's wrong with you! All of you! Try having some goddamn compassion!
It's true,
Once again, we're left with an ending that doesn't find an easy solution to the problem. Sharon accepts the bleak reality she lives in as the new normal. At the same time, the episode serves as a wake-up call for those who've grown desensitized to violent tragedies. Number 15, HIV Aids. South Park has never shied away from satirizing HIV, but 2 episodes in particular address...
I'm not just sure. I'm HIV positive. Can you stop saying that?
We're not just sure, we're HIV positive.
Will you stop it with that? What part of this is funny to you?
Kyle, we need to try to find
What
out...
part of being infected with a deadly disease do you find funny?
Address it head on. In a season 6 episode
Magic Johnson,
episodes in particular address it head on. In a season 6 episode that kind of predicted the future, the world turns on Jared Fogle. Not because of what Jared later pled guilty to in real life, but due to a miscommunication.
It wasn't just Subway sandwiches that made me thin. Huh? The reason I was able to lose so much weight so quickly was that I got AIDS.
While everyone decides that they can finally laugh about the...
Oh. I don't remember HIV in this episode. I don't think I remember much from this episode. I'll react to the full episode. This one I will, in the future. That Jared has AIDS. Because I've seen that... I think the real Subway Jared, like in real life, was a pedophile or something. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section if I'm confusing things up. I'm not sure. But then I remember in Tonsil Trouble when, you know, Cartman got AIDS and then Magic Johnson had the cure through money.
Kyle sees no humor in the situation when Cartman purposely gives him AIDS 6 seasons later.
Why do I have HIV?
That was crazy.
Oh, you have HIV, huh, Kyle? Guess it isn't so funny now, is it?
The episode offers good news and bad news. The good news is that AIDS is much easier to manage than it was in the 80s and 90s. The bad news is that many carriers still don't have the resources or funds needed to combat the disease. Number 14, alcoholism.
License and registration, please.
What seems to be the officer problem?
What seems to be the officer problem?
Even for South Park, Bloody Mary...
That always gets me. I love
proved to be a controversial episode, primarily due to a running gag involving a Virgin Mary statue. The episode is mainly about alcohol, though, and...
Yeah, what was going on with that Virgin Mary statue? I think she was bleeding or something. I'm not sure. Please remind me in the comment section if you remember. Or maybe I'll just watch the full episode. But yeah, please just let me know.
Its power over people. Upon receiving a DUI, Randy decides to simply drink less. However, when Randy is led to believe that he has no power concerning his drinking or the reckless actions that stem from it, he goes into a downward spiral.
But this disease is just eating me up.
While the episode's portrayal of Alcoholics Anonymous is sure to divide some, Stan does teach Randy a valuable lesson about moderation. Randy finds the willpower to stop after a couple of beers, showing growth and discipline. Of course, this doesn't prevent Randy from drinking too much in various episodes that follow.
Oh, Mama, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Help, Mama!
Help, Mama!
Number 13, piracy in the Indian Ocean.
I love Randy so much.
Jack Sparrow makes the life of a pirate seem like nothing but fun and games. So when Cartman and several others learn about the piracy taking place in the
Indian Ocean, that's my turf.
Indian Ocean, they set a course for Somalia. Leaving school and parents behind, they anticipate nothing but smooth sailing and treasure hunts on the horizon. Upon arriving, however, the kids quickly find that being a pirate isn't as glamorous as it sounds.
Alright, goddammit, really, you guys? What kind of pirates are you? Look at yourselves! You're a disgrace to Blackbeard!
That doesn't stop Cartman from trying to make his childish fantasy a reality. Aside from addressing pirate hijacking, which was especially timely in 2009, the episode encourages the more fortunate to not take their dull, boring lives for granted. Butters and Ike in particular learn the true meaning of first world problems.
Oh my god. Jeez, guess we kinda got put in our place, Ike. I feel like an asshole.
Aww.
Yeah, me too.
Number 12, voting.
Is it true that Ike's voice is done by a child, like an actual child? I don't know where I saw that, but anyway, let me know in the comment section if you know. But that's true, like, where does this notion that being a pirate is, like, a cool thing? It's crazy, like, I guess obviously Hollywood shows it like that, but, you know, it's weird when I think about it, because I know, you know, how crazy things can be. I live next to the Indian Ocean, so this was home turf for me.
And social pressure. Paralleling the 2004 U.S. presidential election, South Park Elementary is given two options for their new mascot.
Or a
giant
turd
douche or a turd sandwich. Cartman is for Team Turd, Kyle is a douchebacker, and Stan could not care less.
Did you just say that voting is ridiculous?
No, I think voting is great, but if I have to choose between a douche and a turd, I just don't see the point.
Although he's pressured by the whole town, not to mention P. Diddy, Stan refuses to vote and is banished.
Vote or die. I loved that song.
I said vote, bitch, or I fucking kill you. Vote or die, motherfucker, motherfucker, vote or die. Vote or die. Vote or die.
Okay, I'll vote.
Vote or die. That was crazy. And why are they forcing 4th graders to vote? When you think about it. But yeah, I love how South Park just tackles issues that are actually going on in real life. Like, these were things that were going on with the elections and stuff. And they make the episodes as they go. Like, as things happen, they make the episodes. So it's so clever. They're at a time crunch, and, you know, it must be crazy, like, trying to formulate all these ideas very quickly. So hats off as usual to Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Like, they do such a good job. It's crazy.
I think voting is great, but if I have to choose between a douche and a turd, I just don't see the point.
Although he's pressured by the whole town, not to mention P. Diddy, Stan refuses to vote and is banished as a result.
Dad, isn't this a little extreme?
Jesus. I guess maybe you'll never understand how important voting is.
Are you serious?
Goodbye, son.
As over the top as this sounds, the episode is eerily relatable. Even when neither candidate is ideal, both sides of the political spectrum can become aggressive about securing votes.
Turd sandwich brings the hope for change. A vote for turd sandwich is a vote for tomorrow.
With the luau hula skirt. He's so cute. Protect Butters at all costs. He's amazing.
The episode hilariously and honestly explores vote shaming, which has only grown more common in the social media era. Ultimately, Stan casts his ballot, realizing that most elections boil down to a douche or turd. Number 11, the Washington Redskins.
You guys, I've got it! What? It's the greatest startup company name ever! Washington Redskins.
For decades, the Washington Redskins name and logo ignited no shortage of controversy. By 2014, many seem to agree that the football team's trademark was insensitive to Native Americans. Nevertheless, owner Daniel Snyder refused to budge on the subject. The 18th season of South Park aired around the same time that the football team was in jeopardy of losing its trademark. When Cartman snatches up the trademark, Snyder isn't at all pleased. Bringing out the irony in hypocrisy, Snyder is offended that Cartman is making a mockery of the name and using it for his own gain. In real life, the team didn't lose this trademark, but the name change process was finally initiated in 2020 during the early George Floyd protests.
Okay.
Number 10, whaling. following a traumatic...
This Watch Mojo episode is quite up to date with George Floyd and everything. Oh, it's a 2021. No wonder. Wow, okay. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about the club or anything. Or the offensiveness of it. Feel free to educate me in the comment section if you want to. But yeah, I can watch the episode in the future too and react to it if you guys would like that.
Early George Floyd protests. Number 10. Whaling. Following a traumatic birthday at an aquarium, Stan becomes committed to saving the whales and dolphins.
But hey, at least you still got your t-shirt.
The episode revolves around whaling in Japan, which remains a heavily protested practice even to this date. Of course, the episode is also an excuse to take shots at Whale Wars host Paul Watson, whose anti-whaling tactics are depicted as ineffective.
You guys ready? Ready? And throw the stinky butter at them!
I'm confused. What is whaling? What's this about?
Ha-ha, you stink now!
Despite this savage roast, Watson was supposedly happy that the episode shined a spotlight on the issue. In the end, the boys steered the Japanese government away from sea life, inspiring them to instead target barnyard animals.
Chicken and a cow? Chicken and a cow?
Although the episode doesn't offer a realistic solution to whaling, at the very least, it helped bring the subject to the attention of a wider audience.
Was it like they kill whales or they kill dolphins? Let me know in the comment section. Sorry, I don't remember.
While also bringing the laughs. Number 9. The treatment of Amazon workers. Few things are more satisfying than walking out onto your front doorstep to find a new Amazon package. Although it's the ultimate convenience for the consumer.
That is so true. I love getting Amazon packages. I was such a shopaholic when I was living in London last year. I was spending too much money on Amazon, so I really can relate. It's so convenient, and the next day delivery with Amazon Prime. Look at me advertising like I work for Jeff Bezos. Anyway, yeah. I will react to the full Amazon episode also. I can remember bits of it, and I think it's quite an intriguing episode, so I plan on reacting to it. Yeah, just letting you know.
Many of the employees responsible for shipping and delivering those packages have expressed dissatisfaction with their working conditions. In this two-parter, an Amazon fulfillment center is set up in South Park. When one worker suffers a particularly bizarre accident, a strike erupts.
Can you get out of the box? No, my organs have been compacted, so if the box opens, I spill out and die.
Earlier that year, some called for an Amazon Prime Day boycott, and the Stop Bezos Act was initiated.
Perhaps you should no longer be a Prime member.
Portraying founder Jeff Bezos as an all-knowing overlord, the episodes also touch upon how the retail giant has overshadowed smaller businesses.
You are the...
Touch upon how the retail giant has overshadowed...
His head is like a dick.
...shadowed smaller businesses.
You are the only customers we've had the pleasure of assisting since the fulfillment center opened.
Well, hold on a minute. You all stay here because you want to work?
It is our purpose.
In the end, the episodes demonstrate how instant gratification doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be left fulfilled in the long run.
It's true.
Number 8, ICE detention centers. Even before U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement was formed in 2003, immigration detention was a major talking point.
Mexican
Opinions
joker.
surrounding the issue became especially heated with the election of President Donald Trump, whose zero-tolerance policy has resulted in numerous children being separated from their families.
So anyone can make an anonymous tip and you can round up families and send them away? Nobody told me about this. I thought everything's set now.
CARTMAN, obviously.
Do you have a card?
CARTMAN being, well, CARTMAN, sees this as ample opportunity to get rid of Kyle.
You guys take the parents, we'll take the kids.
Oh my
ICE
God.
quickly realizes that Kyle sticks out like a sore thumb, and his Jewish heritage doesn't help their image. Yet that doesn't stop them from picking
Anti-Semitism.
up Cartman later on.
Jimmy pissed me off because he told the teacher I was texting in class, so I told Jimmy I'd have him sent to a migrant detention center. He didn't believe me, so I said, oh, I already did it to Cal, and Stan heard that and got pissed off and had me sent to a migrant detention center.
The episode depicts ICE as an incompetent agency that cares more about saving their own skin than the psychological ramifications detention centers have on children.
Mexican Joker, I just want you to remember that I helped you. Jeff Corrigan. Remember, Jeff was your buddy. Now come on, let's go, Mexican Joker.
Number 7. Controversial flags.
Parody.
Now more than ever, displaying the Confederate flag is bound to result in a passionate debate.
Oh, Jesus Christ, not this again.
This isn't anything new, however. Even back in the year 2000, South Park was parodying flag controversy in this episode. Chef insists that the South Park town flag be changed due to its offensive imagery.
How can a black man not be bothered by it?
Jimbo, meanwhile, feels that the flag is a part of the town's history and therefore should be preserved. The episode wisely doesn't vilify Chef or Jimbo, exploring the argument from both of their perspectives. In the end, they find a...
That's something that's so good about South Park. I feel like it's the best show to tackle such issues. The fact that it takes both sides, they don't discriminate. They don't like just favor one side of the argument. Everyone sort of gets, they're satirized and also their points are heard. So I really like that about South Park.
To make both sides happy. The flag is changed to be more diverse, although it retains elements of the original design. 20 years after this episode aired, people still aren't any closer to reaching a compromise. Number 6.
True.
Steroids.
How did the flag look? I don't remember. I'll check that out later on. Maybe I'll even react to the full episode.
Steroids. From Stan's stint as a guitar hero to Cartman's fried chicken operation, drug use has been parodied in a number of South Park episodes.
True.
One of the most effective examples occurred in Season 8, when Jimmy entered the Special Olympics. To give himself a competitive edge, Jimmy turns to steroids.
Look, it's really none of your business, Timmy. Timmy! Because maybe I don't have what it takes to win without it.
Despite Timmy's qualms,
I love Timmy so much. He's so precious. I love him.
Jimmy continually justifies his actions, arguing that most athletes do this sort of thing anyway. Although his performance is enhanced, the steroids take a drastic toll on Jimmy's personality and relationships.
He's ripped.
South Park may be a comedy, but this episode at certain points gets surprisingly dramatic and downright uncomfortable. Fortunately, Jimmy learns his lesson by the end, thanks to Timmy, and in a
Did he get sick? Don't remember what happened in this episode, but
quite uncomfortable.
Okay.
Fortunately, Jimmy learns his lesson by the end, thanks to Timmy, and inadvertently, Cartman.
Well, guys, I guess now you see what I was up to all along.
Cartman.
I dressed up like a handicapped person and lost the Special Olympics on purpose so that Jimmy could learn his lesson about steroids.
Oh my god. Cartman lost the Special Olympics, didn't he, after pretending that he was disabled. And he's trying to cover his tracks. Classic Cartman.
Olympics on purpose so that Jimmy could learn his lesson about
You just weren't able
steroids.
to.
Number 5. Climate change.
Stan?
Man, bear.
Oh, hey, Dad.
Hello.
Al Gore.
It's, getting late, boys. Why don't you get in the car and I'll drive you all home?
Climate change isn't going away overnight, hence why it remains a recurring theme in South Park. Granted, South Park hasn't always taken climate change very seriously, or should we say, serially.
Cereal.
You boys have a chance to help me find and kill Man-Bear Pig once and for all. I'm totally serial.
In a Season 9 episode parodying the response to Hurricane Katrina, shots were also fired at the day after tomorrow and its take on global warming. The following season, Al Gore tries to warn everybody about a creature called Man-Bear Pig, an obvious allegory for climate change.
Man-Bear Pig?
It is a creature which roams the earth alone. It is half man, half bear,
and half pig.
Although it's...
I didn't even know it was an allegory for climate change. I didn't even know that. I didn't know who Al Gore was at the time of watching this episode, to be honest. So I just thought, South Park was just being funny or taking the piss out of a random celebrity. But yeah, that was interesting. When I found out it was about climate change, it made a lot more sense,
It is half man, half
But
bear.
the ridiculousness of Al Gore is
Although it seems
funny.
that Man-Bear Pig
Hilarious.
is imaginary, his existence is confirmed by Season 22.
That's it.
Aww, to my best friends.
Is imaginary. His existence...
To my best friends. Al. Is Al Gore like a goofy guy in real life, or were they just like creating a new persona for him? Because he seems so precious and funny in the show with his his accent, his cute little accent.
Existence is confirmed by Season 22.
That's it. That's what I saw.
What?
I saw Man-Bear Pig.
The two-parter leaves us with a grim message. Climate change is real. It may be too late to reverse the damage, and most people would rather ignore the problem than make a small sacrifice.
I tried to warn you all, but no one took me serial. You all...
I don't remember much from this episode either. I just remember the beginning, the introduction of Al Gore. I don't remember this whole follow-up, so maybe I can react to that also. Oh my god, there's so many reactions coming your way, guys. Subscribe for more South Park reactions.
Just made fun of me, didn't you?
Number 4. Censorship in China.
Oh, and then...
What did he say?
You all just made fun of me, didn't you?
We did.
Number 4.
We didn't take you
Censorship
serial.
in China.
Oh, and then Kenny learned to play bass
That's
watching
true.
YouTube videos of John Lennon with the Dalai Lama.
Oh, yeah. No, we don't want to go there.
Oh.
Talking about the Dalai Lama doesn't go over well with the Chinese.
Ooh.
The what?
Being such a controversial show, censorship has always provided
And
commentary
Winnie the
for South
Pooh.
Park. Freedom of speech even led to a war against Canada in the
Disney.
1999 feature film. While the US and the Great White North have since buried the hatchet, Randy had a bone to pick with China in season 23. Due to China's economic impact on the US entertainment industry, many American companies have played ball with the country's regulations, despite how unusual some of them sound.
Fine, I can handle some healthy competition. Who else wants to go to China and get some of their money? Oh, for crying out loud.
Winnie the Pooh, for
What is that?
Their money.
Are those like Marvel superheroes characters? I'm so sorry, I don't know the difference between like Marvel and DC. I'm sorry. Don't roast me in the comments, but I think this is Marvel, yeah? Wow. I can see Black Panther. Is that Captain America? Iron Man. Is that Khaleesi with the blonde hair? Anyway, let me not try it.
Crying out loud.
Winnie the Pooh, for example, was banned in China after Xi Jinping was compared to Disney's interpretation.
Some people said Pooh looked like the Chinese president, so we're illegal in China now.
Jesus.
Is that true? Is that true to reality? Winnie the Pooh is banned in China. Let me know in the comment section if you know.
What kind of madhouse is this?
It shouldn't come as a surprise that this episode got South Park banned in China. Randy and Towley would have some harsh words for the Chinese government the following week.
Wait, Towley, come on, I need you.
I'm never working for a company that's regulated by a communist government.
Okay. No more selling to the Chinese.
Number 3. COVID-19.
COVID-19?
It was only a matter of time before South Park covered the coronavirus, and they did not hold back.
Thomas opened a restaurant and so does Sopa. Doesn't seem like such a good idea now, does it, Turner?
The show's first ever television special, the Pandemic Special, covered a lot of ground, from COVID-19's effect on small businesses.
I reacted to the Vaccination Special. Feel free to go check that video out. The link in the description. It was one of the first South Park reactions I did, actually. So yeah, just a fun fact. Pandemic Special, I think I watched it a while back, but I don't remember. When it came out, I watched it, but I don't remember details. Anyway.
The Pandemic Special covered a lot of ground, from COVID-19's effect on small businesses to the dilemmas it's caused with reopening schools. However, since it is South Park, it also takes time to ridicule the situation as a whole, poking fun at the habits we've adopted since the pandemic's inception.
Yeah, that's good social distancing. Real good.
Lol.
A Vaccination Special also followed,
Yes,
focusing on
Vaccination
society's
Special.
obsession with getting vaccinated
That was
against
good.
COVID-19. Naturally, this drives the citizens of South Park mad, and their dilemma is cleverly compared to a situation that many are
Like
all too
entering a
familiar
club.
with.
Oh, hey, we'd like to get in there and get some vaccination.
Are you on the list?
Well, no, I'm not on the list.
Get
I tried
online.
to get on the list. I sat on my computer 30 nights in a row trying to make a vaccination appointment and get on the goddamn list.
On the other hand, the seniors take full advantage.
Everyone clear out of the way. Clear the entrance, we have VIPs coming out.
We're to next, everybody. That was our second shot. Let's go to the bar.
Number 2, the Michael Richards controversy.
That was really good. South Park is so good at like keeping up with real issues that are going on in real life. I love that. Yeah, so check out the Vaccination Special reaction if you haven't watched it.
When Randy gets an answer incredibly wrong on Wheel of Fortune, his mistake follows him everywhere. Even after literally kissing up to Jesse Jackson, the only people who sympathize with Randy are Michael Richards, Mark Furman, and several others who came to regret their choice of words.
We've been following your story since we first saw it on the news. Don't worry, you're with friends now.
While Randy's storyline provides clever commentary,
I don't remember much from the episode. I just know the clip that's obviously been so popular when he says niggers, the N-word, for people who annoy you. I'll react to the full episode for you guys. Yes, it's in my list of episodes that I'm going to react to, so stay tuned for that.
The episode's most poignant dynamic is between Stan and Token. Although Stan wishes to reconcile, Token isn't so quick to forgive. He feels that Stan doesn't understand what hearing a certain word means to him.
Jesse Jackson is not the emperor of black people!
Token's line about Jesse Jackson actually came from Vernon Chapman, a staff writer who's half black. It isn't until Stan realizes that he can never understand how Token feels that he finally begins to grasp the situation.
I've been trying to say that I understand how you feel, but I'll never understand. I'll never really get how it feels for a black person to have somebody use the N-word. I don't get it.
Now you get it, Stan.
Yeah, I totally don't get it.
Thanks, dude.
Before we
That's
unveil
lovely.
our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Homelessness, an issue that requires serious change.
Spare change.
I don't have any more change!
I don't have any change. Reacted to this in Randy Marsh funny moments. Go check it out as well. I don't have any change.
The Iraq War. Donnie, Marie, and Cartman bring South Park together in harmony.
It's called having your cake and eating it
I
too.
don't know this one. I don't remember this.
He's right. The strength of this country is the ability to do one thing and say another.
The ethics of
That's
life
funny.
support. A nuanced approach to a nuanced issue.
This issue is so
Best
complicated,
friend.
but maybe we should just let Kenny go in peace. You mean Cartman's side is right? Cartman's side is right, for the wrong reasons. But we're wrong.
For the right reasons.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
What's number one?
Immigration. 1 year after the CBP was formed, South Park delivered
They took my job. I've said that so many times.
a
I love
satire
that
of
show.
illegal immigration that's still incredibly relevant. The immigrants in this episode travel from a bleak future where the world has become overpopulated and destitute.
Hey, Stanley, you need to understand
The
something.
Goobacks.
Those people from the future have had a hard life. Where they come from is dirty and overpopulated and poor. You can't even imagine the kind of depression they come from.
By venturing back to the 21st century, people are able to make enough money to provide for their families in the fourth millennium.
Looks as if the job at Wendy's did work for the original immigrant. This second arrivee claims that man's family is now much better off and wishes the same for his family.
Modern workers, however, argue that this is taking away their jobs. Or
Gooders.
gerbs, as some might say.
Tucker, yeah!
Gerbs.
Yeah, there you go.
As funny as the episode is, it's also harrowing to think that so little has changed since 2004. For all we know, this could still be a serious issue by the time we get to 3045. After all, satire may be our greatest window into the future. Do you agree
That's
with our
true.
picks?
Whew, okay. We ended that on a very serious note, but that's what the episode, that's what this reaction's about, I guess. Let me put to green to match my shirt. Right guys, so that was top 20 times South Park tackle serious issues. Wow, it's taken me down memory lane. Like, yeah, I agree, those are some like really serious issues. Some of them like you don't have answers to, because I guess it's just like satire, and then there's no like answer for them necessarily. It's just more of like, wow, just think about it, think about this and that. So yeah, I'll react to many more episodes, full episode reactions coming your way. Also other shows, someone suggested Death Note. There's different suggestions that have been put out there. Boondocks, there's a shows I've never watched. Let me know other shows that you would want me to watch that I probably haven't watched. So yeah, I'd like to react to them. Let me know what else in South Park you also want me to react to. Also let me know your comments on this serious issues. Are there any other serious issues that you guys think they missed out on the list? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Please hit the thumbs up button to show your support. It's free. Subscribe also, it's free for more South Park content and adult animation content. Thanks for the support. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Oh, Jesus is here. Boss is here. How was your trip?
What's all this I'm hearing about not wearing the purity rings, huh? If we make the posters with little girls reaching for your junk, then you have to wear purity rings or else Disney Company looks bad.
Well, maybe we'll just refuse to go on stage.
Woof. You don't talk to me like that! Get the up! Do we have a problem?
No, Mr. Mouse.
Oh, that's good, because I thought we had a problem for a minute there, huh? Oh, get out there and make me some goddamn money, huh?